Your life can change as well. As long as you believe in yourself, it can happen. Ladies and gentlemen, I greet you all. It's FX Coach, your mentor, the almighty Jaguar. I just came here to share with you my story of how I started, how we came about into having the company that is called the FX Code today, which is now internationally recognized, and how did the whole thing start about. Well, I started by falling in love with Forex, but I didn't even know what was Forex at the time. So I kept on looking at these Instagram celebrities who used to post a lot of like charts and whatnot. I didn't even understand what does it even mean. But what attracted me the most was the lifestyle. When I was looking at the lifestyle, I'm like, hey, I really want to do whatever that they were doing. I really want to see those numbers that they are doing. I want to see them adding up. I want to be part of that, exactly. But the thing is now, which app are they using? I do not know. Or the smartphones that they are using, I do not have. The data of always loading those charts every day, I do not have. Then what is it that I'm gonna do? That was back in 2017 when I got introduced by the whole Forex market thing, looking at it from Instagram celebrities, which were Forex traders, not just celebrities. And then as time went on, I started like my law degree, which was like 2017, roughly about February, because like I got to know about Forex in 2017 exactly when the year started, from Instagram as well as your YouTube pop-ups. When you start to like look at the video on YouTube, there will be like those pop-ups, and then from that part, March, that's where I started like having more information because I was researching more about it. And then the field that I got into was binary options. And now most of my friends were using that thing, binary options. I didn't even know how it works. I would see that line going up. It says bid price and then ask price. I didn't even know what it means. And then I kept on looking at that, but I just literally lost interest because you remember I went to university and I wanted to study my degree, which was law. I wanted to study my degree and I was doing very well at the time with my law degree as a first year. 2017 passed. I didn't even like know anything about Forex as well. And then 2018 comes. 2018 comes, I met Dres. Now I was living off campus. I met Dres off campus, no longer on campus. But the name of the rest was called Longfellow. First year I was in a residence called Velgalegen, which is just mainly for boys. It's only boys, there are no girls. And then second year now I'm introduced in a residence off campus where there are both boys and girls. Then I chill there, and then I meet the girl by the name of Karabo. Hey, that woman came to me, was having those charts. I'm like, I saw this thing before and I had interest on it. What is it? I asked her. She was like, hey, my brother, I'm taking signals from this other guy, of which I'm not going to disclose the name. It was like, I'm taking signals from this other guy, and I'm asking her, what are even signals? The girl was like, okay, signals are indicators as to when to enter the market and when to exit. A person creates signals so that I get to know. I'm like, okay, fine. So if I want to trade Forex, that means I must take signals. She was like, no, you can be actually a master that creates signals. I'm like, how is that possible? She was like, I know that person that does the whole creation of signals is a person who is a mentor in Forex and has found the skill to actually trade Forex and now knows what to do from that part. Then I was like, okay, fine. Now, please teach me how to trade Forex. We started from MetaTrader 4. The girl taught me how to use MetaTrader 4 and was not knowledgeable on how to analyze the market and do what, because she was only taking signals. You understand? She was only taking signals, so she don't know when to enter and the reason for entering and the reason for so not. So then from that part, I was feeling like a bistiniana because I was trading those demo accounts, looking at so much money there, feeling myself like, now I'm a trader, understanding the ins and outs of like placing a trade and whatnot. But the problem was I still didn't make money because I was using a demo account, not a real account. That was now not even in the beginning of the year. It was like somewhere June, July, where I was like now focusing on that. And then as time went on, it was like mid-September. That's where I decided, hey, now I'm just gonna have to go take my whole allowance for the month and go deposit it on the market. The first broker that I used was XM. I went to FNB, opened an account because I had in the knowledge that like you must open your account using FNB, so it's going to be much more easier for you to deposit on the Forex market. Then I did that. I deposited. I put my 1,800, which was my monthly allowance at the time. I put that amount all in. Guess what? Opened an account. That was my first trading account. It blew within 5 minutes because of what? I didn't know risk management. I didn't know why am I buying, why am I selling at the time and moment. However, I only knew that when the graph is at the lowest bottom, you must buy. When the graph is at the highest high, you must sell. However, I didn't check the past data to analyze everything as much as I do now to get to see whether is it really a buying opportunity or is it really a selling opportunity. The year went off, 2018 now. The year went off, and on the very same 2018, the Mabitela twins, the two twins, the other FX codes, they were staying the very same residence as I was. And the other thing, they were also just like 4 doors away, 4 doors away. But we never spoke the whole year. We never spoke, we never talked about Forex, we never did anything. But they were also trading at the time. I didn't even know. Okay, the following year comes, we go out to the other part, which is like, it was a school event. Now it's 2019. We go to a school event. When we get there, we party. While we are partying there on a school event, the two niggas are showing me the charts. I'm like, what's happening now? What's happening? I'm like, you guys also trade Forex, and I'm seeing so much money on their accounts. I'm like, these ones are trading demos. It's impossible. They are showing me it's a real account. I'm like, damn. No. Whatever they are doing, I must do it too. Never. I'm doing it as well. The time went on, and then they invite on Friday. On Friday, they wrote on their Instagram stories that like they were gonna be hosting a seminar in their residence. I'm out there. I'm like, guys, I'm pulling up because I also showed them that I can trade when we were on that party. I showed them that now I also can trade. I'm having like some live chatting here and I'm having whatnot. But the only difference is like they had more money on their accounts. Me, I think I was like on $150 or something and still growing that account. It was my biggest account, 150. And then from that part, I go attend that seminar. On a seminar, I already knew that I knew about Forex and they also knew about Forex. So we wanted actually to combine the knowledge that we have and actually do what and actually get to teach more other students about it. So what happened is we had 10 to 12 students. We had 10 to 12 students in class. We started teaching. I did the introduction to Forex. That's why I was talking about your bulls, your bears, your what's so not. People loved it. And then a day after we were now talking, guys, you saw we can teach people. What can we do? The Mavitela twins were like, dog, we have the company that is already running. It's called FX Code. Why don't we join and then form a company? The three of us start working out from there because people really loved whatever that we did. And the other thing, you are also known and people know you and we are also known. So why don't we combine the skills and work on growing FX Code all together? Then I was like, that's a perfect idea. I have nothing to lose. And then we decided to form another class that like on the following week, we're just gonna prepare our notes now, prepare the presentations, the PowerPoints, and then we're gonna go on campus now. Remember, we were on a residence where I was staying a year before Longfellow, and then the following year they were still staying there. Me, I moved to on campus, so I had the biggest influence again on campus. It's my third year now on a law degree. It's my third year. Remember, first year I failed to do Forex. Second year, that's where I started, roughly September. Now it's my third year, which is 2019. I must finish my degree at the same time. I must start with the Forex thing, which I was interested to do ever since 2016. So then I'm like, okay, fine, let me give it a chance. Let's go. And then on campus, I did the posters, I promoted, people came. That we even still have that video. It's gonna pop up right now. People came. We had more than 250 people who came to our class. Imagine, from 16 people, 250 people on campus. People were recruiting each other. They came to our class. That's where we met Andy, the FX code. You know what happened with Andy? He was the one who was like, we gave a competition. They know, like, dudes, you do this, you analyze this page. The person who analyzed very well, we're gonna mentor them. And then Andile won that competition. He was the best out of all the students that we had in that seminar. And then we did what? We were like, dude, come, we're gonna mentor you. And then from mentoring him, we were like, oh, this guy is even a teacher. He's even very good. He's catch-upping fast. He's learning information quickly. He's even coming with new ideas. Let us just form together with Andy and make up the whole company. So then we had a bit of challenges along the way, but the only thing that I would tell you that, like, it's important to work hard, to be determined, to actually also have a mentor. If you're not having a mentor, your surrounding is important. You must be surrounded by people who really want to do good as much as you do too, and people who are really determined by whatever that you're doing at the time. Like, there is a saying that says, show me your friends, I'm going to tell you your future. If you're having soccer player friends, it's highly likely that you're gonna be a soccer fan or be a soccer player as well. So you guys are wondering and asking yourself questions like, why, Jaguar, did you continue trading Forex? Why did you continue trading Forex even when you were losing, even when you lost all your money from first year, from second year, the money that your parents sent you? The reason why, like I told you when I started, is like, I saw the lifestyle and I saw that it's possible that a person can do it. If a person with the same mental capacity as I am, and a person who even never went to university, a person who is a university dropout can do it, why can't I do it? Because you know what I told myself? I told myself that, like, it's impossible. I'm a law student and I passed with distinctions at school and I'm very smart. That means whatever that they are doing, those people, I can do it, and I can do it even 10 times better than they can do. So that's why I never quitted, even when I was like struggling the most, because there was a time where I really had nothing in life. Then I was like, no, I believe in what I'm doing. I believe that those people have two eyes as I am having. They have legs as I am having. They have a mind and a common sense. They can think. So then why should I give up now? I mustn't give up now. I must actually work hard and master the skill, and then one day I'm gonna be profitable as well. So self-determination and actually telling yourself that you can is the one that will keep you going. That's the reason why we have lights today, because the guy that was creating the lights never actually gave up. He kept on creating up until we actually we had lights. Harry Potter was declined million times from publishing his book, but today we have so many Harry Potter books and movies that we are watching. It's not about quitting, but it's about finding a goal and actually working hard to achieve that goal and never looking at any other direction. And there was a time then when I was like, okay, fine, let me deposit for it one more last time now. Let me deposit for it one more last time, because my parents are complaining the same. I'm wasting money. My girlfriend at the time was like, dude, you are trading, but you're not making money, and people are making money out there. You are still as skinny as F, but you're saying that you are trading Forex. Like, what is it that you are doing? Then I deposited again. At that time, I was trading to prove a point at that time. However, I had the skills now because I was knowing about proper risk management. I know about that Forex is not a quick rich scheme. I knew that Forex is not like something that you can do overnight. It's a lifetime investment, and you must view it as an investment, not just a way of just getting rich quickly. Then that was the time where I opened an account with a 4,000 Rand. That 4,000 Rand was a book allowance that I had to buy books for the whole semester with that money, but I took it under Forex. I deposited. And then from depositing, I was lucky because at the time I started trading Nasdaq. I saw buying opportunities, I bought as well. And then that was the time I made from 4,000 Rand, I made myself a 16,000 Rand. And 16,000 Rand was my first withdrawal. And when I withdrew that 16,000 Rand, I blew it. I was the happiest guy alive. That is when I was like, Bruce, Forex works. Here is money. It worked for me. This is not a scam. But here is money. This is Forex money. I was eating profits. I was like, going out, enjoying my profits. Bought myself clothes. Bought myself my first iPhone, using an iPhone 6S. From those profits that I made, and I still had more money to redeposit it again. Then I never looked back. Till today, I'm still going strong. And I will tell you that you must not give up as well. Your time is coming. You must just be determined, and you must just have a mentor. And then also be consistent, and also have a strategy, use proper risk management, always do back testing every time. Those are things that works. Back testing your strategy, checking if it really works. Those are things that really will help you to grow. Because in Forex, whatever that happened in the past, it's gonna repeat itself again in the future. So that's basically it, ladies and gentlemen. I thank you for your time, and that was just me sharing my story to you, and your life can change as well. As long as you believe in yourself, it can happen. Thank you so much.
Guys, this lesson is one of the most important lessons which we're going to be dwelling deeper on it and actually explaining furthermore the experience you're going to have towards your trading success. So without any further waste of time, guys, let's jump into the slides, shall we? So these are basically acting as a rule towards your trading success. So if you can understand these 5 points, then you have set yourself to the financial success in the trading market. So it is so called balancing your emotions in line with trading. Point number 1, when it comes to trading Forex, you will encounter a lot of emotions. For these emotions to be easily controlled, you have to understand that trading is not a get rich quick scheme. So people need to erase this mindset, because this is the mindset that actually traps a lot of people. People are here just for quick bucks. People are here because they have these life goals such as buying cars, buying houses, and they only want that in a short period of time. Forgetting that, point number 2 says this: understand that trading is an investment and not a gamble. Most of the people don't understand that. When they join into trading, they already start trading your live account. Like, how can you want to invest in something that you don't even know? So people underestimate the power of actually learning how to trade before being an actual professional trader. So that's very, very important. Point number 3, always use proper risk management. You know, as a person who has a business mindset, you will understand that when you're investing, investments are actually returns after a long period of time, of which can be only applied when you use proper risk management. Bear in mind, there's different types of traders. We have swing traders, day traders, scalp traders, positional traders, and fundamental traders. So you need to find what kind of a trader you are for you to be able to apply proper risk management within the type of a trader you are. Focus on pips, not money. So people don't understand the most important thing, that money has to be the last thing you ever think about. What's most important is you focusing on your learning journey, which is going to set you up for greater success, because we believe that if you less focus on money, money follows you. But if you focus more on money, money runs away. Last point. It's most important to have a minimum of 100 USD account when starting to practice your Forex psychology. Remember guys, don't expect the holy grace practicing with the $20 account. Trust me, it's gonna blow. So what's mostly important, a $100 account guys will help you to actually see the progress of trading. You cannot want to practice psychology with a big account, because what happens if you lose it? So we actually recommend that you start up with a small account, for that when you have blown it, at least that you have blown a small account, not big money. Because let's remember one thing guys, where there's money, there's a lot of emotions. We need to put in our mindsets and our minds that these 5 rules act as part of us succeeding into trading. Emotions that impact traders. We basically have 4 emotions that actually impact Forex traders. Number 1, we have doubt. Most of the time when people start seeing losses, they actually start to doubt their entries, start to doubt their analysis. That's when they start to compare themselves with other traders. This mindset is wrong. What you need to remember is that trust in your own judgment. It's very important guys to believe in your own analysis, have faith in your own entries. You have to remind yourself that your opinion matters, which is very, very important guys. Remember, there's a time where the Forex market needs to take away from people, but there's a time where the Forex market needs to give to people. But at the end of the day, what I love is that guys, you need to be ready for the learning curve, which is one of the most important thing that's going to set your mindset to a right state of understanding that Forex is a business. It's not a gamble. It's an investment and not a gamble. Emotion number 2, fear. I normally say that fear is false evidence appearing real. So fear occurs both in losses and in profit. So there's something that we discovered as FX Goat, that there's 2 things within the fear emotion. There's pending losses and there's pending wins. Let's firstly start with pending losses. Point number 1. Pending losses are actually running losses on an active trade. This means that immediately after you have placed the trade, that is when you're going to see the rates on the trades you just placed. So this is the beginner's mindset. People think automatically after placing a trade you need to be in profits. They don't understand there's what we call pending losses, or to say drawdowns. Point number 2. Understand that as long as the trade hasn't hit SL, which means stop loss, or manually closed in losses, it is still a pending loss, not a loss. You can only, guys, say it's a loss after the trade has been closed. But as long as it's still running, it's still a pending loss. Point number 3. Not all trades will automatically be in profits after opening a position. Understand, it requires patience to see profits. For an example, let's make an example about the trades we placed previously. Okay guys, so as you can see, we have been holding an Euro CAD. As you can see, we've been holding Euro CAD since the topest point on a 4-hour time frame. It's going to appear quite clearer. And also over here, we're looking for continuation sales since we had an impulse move, a correction, an impulse move and a correction. As you can see guys, we are running on 7,400 profit. It's a real account, as you can see. So yes sir.
Okay guys, so I'm gonna actually show you something. As you saw when the video started, I actually showed you when I was analyzing EuroCAD and also the other pairs. So right now, as you can see, we are running on profit of 10,000, basically 11,000 US dollars on a deposit of a 50,000 US dollars. Proper risk management, guys, is really, really important. As you can see, this is a real account and it's from my broker in the South African country. So yeah, guys, this is my broker. We're running profit right now, as you can see. We've been on this trade ever since, guys, and we're still looking forward to going with it down as it brings us a lot of profit. So yes, sir.
It clearly makes sense that, guys, patience is required for you to see progress. Pending wins. Running profits on an active trade. What you need to understand, guys, is that in as long as the trade hasn't hit your take profit, which is TP, or manually closed in profits, it's still a pending win, not a profit. It is important not to stay greedy, neither is still important not to close trades early. Therefore, it is advisable to always moderate your stop loss above entry or below entry, depending on a position you have set. It can either be a buy or a sell. So this emotion is actually one of those trapful emotions that actually set back people's success to a point that when they're not seeing progress towards their active trading, they never want to trade again. So if you can understand that there's what we call pending wins and there's what we call pending losses, you're going to be able to set yourself up for success. Revenge. Revenge occurs after experiencing immediate losses in the markets. What I mean by immediate losses is basically when you're looking at the charts, you just placed trades and automatically they hit your stop loss. Imagine how would you feel? The thought of money being lost is freaking you out. Understand that the market can turn at any point at any time. But remember, discipline is crucial. Never approach the market as if it owes you money. Otherwise, you're registering your cautiousness to a mindset of blowing accounts. After experiencing losses, move away from the markets. That is going to help you calm down so you can review why was it a loss so you can improve. And B, what you can't review, you can't improve. So this is one of the most important emotion that you need to understand, that it actually also works hand in glove with fear. So this is the mindset of a beginner. Normally I like saying or making an example about a brother and a sister when they both fighting. So what happens when a brother and sister, they are both shouting at each other? The sister says this, blah, 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 blah. The brother says this, no, sis, you, blah, 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 blah. What happens on that? Does that mean they're going to reach a conclusion? No. You know what's the reason? When we are both on fire, we won't let the fire to come down. We won't shut down the fire. Now think about this. Imagine if both fires are actually clashing on each other. That means it's going to explode. There's going to be a big flame. But what if one flame moves away? The other one is going to come down. That's what happens. Even on a brother and a sister. When a brother consistently clashes on her sister and the sister clashes on the brother, they won't reach any conclusion to solving what's making them to argue. But imagine if one person moves away and comes back when they've came down. What's going to happen? They're going to be able to solve the problem. That is how you need to approach trading. Immediately after you experience a loss, move away from the market, shut down all the PCs, shut down all the phones, move away from anything related to Forex. Because we have been there, we know the feeling, we understand how it works, and we know how it attacks. Bear in mind, what you can't review, you can't improve. After every loss, move away from the markets, come back when you have calmed down, and then review what happened so that you might learn. It might as well help you elevate your skill. Greed. This is one of the most dangerous emotion, guys. You need to understand it's one of the most dangerous emotion. The reason why it's most dangerous is because it occurs on both wins and losses. So this is what people didn't know. We have two types of emotions under the greed emotion. So there's greed in losses and also there's greed in profits. Let's firstly start with greed in losses. Holding on a loss, hoping the market is going to turn in your favor. Stacking buys or sells on a losing trade. Consistently moving your stop loss below or above entry and not allowing the market to indicate that you are wrong. So here's a hack. You cannot place a trade and never put a stop loss. Because when you're not putting a stop loss, you are setting up yourself towards blowing an account. Never hold on a position knowing very well your analysis was invalidated. So this is what people do. People tend to hold on wrong positions or wrong trades for a long time and tend to close the right positions at a short period of time. People tend to add more trades on a losing trade, not even seeing progress, not even reviewing. You're setting up yourself to blowing an account when you do that. Consistently moving your stop loss above or below entry on any position is wrong. Allow the market to tell you you were wrong. You were totally wrong. Once your stop loss is hit, review what happened. You're gonna learn a lot from doing that. Greed in profits. Holding on a scalp entry, wanting to swing it by force. That's most of the things that people get trapped onto. Some people don't understand the overall directions, the same way as they don't understand the short-term directions. So this is what people need to understand. The most important thing is know the time to scalp and the time to swing. If you're looking at the bigger picture of each structure, maybe let me say we're using an example of a bull. We know we buy low and we sell high. Now, what if the market has reached the lowest low? That's when we're going to be looking for buying opportunities. That means what? It can be a swing trade because it occurred on a bigger time frame. We're going to be looking to swing it up until it reaches its highest high. But now let's go on an overall sell, but a short-term buy. Some people would force a short-term buy on an overall sell, which is one thing that's setting them up for blowing accounts. Overload sizing, high leveraging, and high position trading. So people tend to become greedy, especially when in profits. For an example, on a $100 account, when you place a trade with 0.01, and then you see the trade is going your way, now you start stacking up trades with a bigger lot size, not understanding that there's time to scale in and there's time to be patient. Keep using proper risk management. It's very, very important. In conclusion, when trading Forex, it is always important to understand that it is 20% technical and 80% psychology. Forex is presented on the charts, but however, it is psychologically related. Meaning it is about what you think, how you approach, and your positivity mindset. Being a trader is not just about formulating better strategies and performing more intensive analysis, but it's also about developing a winning mindset. For an instance, remove all these emotions as I've taught you guys how to overcome them. Once you overcome these emotions, you are setting up yourself up for financial success in the trading markets. What separates a winning trader from a losing trader is their psychological mindset. A lot of people don't understand that. The few traders who win the art of trading are those who have developed the appropriate psychological mindset that enables them to be consistent winners. Lastly, there are certain beliefs, attitudes, and psychological characteristics that are essential to conquering the world of trading. After watching this video, guys, go back to the first introduction where we explain the 7 principles of mastering trading. This will help you a lot to remind yourself about the beliefs you need to have, the attitude you need to have, and the psychological characteristics that will be essential for you to conquer the world of trading. Nonetheless, guys, this is FX Coach, your mentor. Thank you very much.